The diner sat like a relic from another time, dusty neon buzzing above the door. Rosie's, painted in fading cursive. Locals in Marfa, Texas, called it the last honest bite before the border. But few knew the man behind the counter wasn't just a cook. Jack Walker wiped his hands on a dish towel, watching the sunrise shimmer off the desert. He cracked eggs onto the griddle. His daughter, Sophie, 7, fierce and freckled, was drawing soldiers on a napkin in the corner booth. It was supposed to be a quiet morning. It always was, until today. 3 black SUVs screamed into the gravel lot, tires spitting dust. Men stepped out, tattoos curling up their necks, AR-15s slung loose. They weren't here for pancakes. Inside, the air shifted. Locals ducked. Sophie froze. Jack calmly slid Sophie's drawing under the salt shaker and stepped from behind the counter. "Breakfast rush?" he asked, voice low and steady. The cartel leader, a barrel-chested man with cold eyes, sneered. "You serve more than eggs here, viejo. We heard this is where American coyotes help people cross. We want our cut. Or we burn it down." Everyone expected Jack to tremble. He just tilted his head. "Not sure where you heard that. But you're scaring my customers." The cartel boss smiled. "Then maybe we start with one." A gun raised towards Sophie. No one saw him move. One moment Jack was standing still, then the gunman's weapon was across the room, the man screaming with a broken wrist. Jack was behind the cartel boss, arm locked around his throat, gun in hand. "I didn't come looking for a fight," Jack whispered. "But I won't run from one either." Panic. Gunfire. Screams. But Jack moved like wind, silent, precise. Every strike was controlled. Not a single bullet hit a civilian. In 37 seconds, 5 men were disarmed, groaning on the floor. The rest scrambled out like rats. Locals stared. One elderly woman whispered, That's the ghost." Someone else gasped. "Delta Force?" Jack said nothing. He just checked Sophie's sketch, untouched. That night, Jack sat on the diner roof under the stars, Sophie asleep inside. Sheriff Ramirez joined him with 2 cold beers. "You're a legend, Jack. Why run a diner in the desert?" Jack took a breath. "After my last mission, I pulled a kid from a collapsed school, bombs all around. She clung to me. Reminded me of Sophie. That's when I knew. Saving lives felt better than taking them." Ramirez nodded. "You saved more lives today than we'll ever know." Jack chuckled. "I just made breakfast." A week later, one of the injured cartel men limped into the diner, alone, hands up. "I'm not here to fight," he said, eyes on the floor. I wanted to say thank you. You could have killed me. You didn't." Jack nodded. "You've got a choice. Go back to hurting people, or stay and do something good." "I'm down a dishwasher." The man stared. "You'd hire me?" "I'm not hiring the man you were. I'm hiring the one you could be." Months passed. The diner thrived. People whispered stories of the mysterious ghost who flipped pancakes and healed a town. The ex-cartel member, Luis, became part of the family. He never touched a gun again. One night, he told Sophie a bedtime story about angels who protect the innocent. She asked, "Are you an angel?" He smiled sadly. "No. But I met one in a diner." On Veterans Day, Jack closed early. Locals left thank you notes. Sophie added one, crayon scrawled. "Thank you for being my hero, Dad." Jack read it, heart full. Not because he was a soldier. Not because he could fight. But because he chose to protect through kindness. In a world craving power, he chose peace. And that made all the difference.